My name is Jules, and as always, when you join me here on my channel, you're one of my treasures. Welcome to what I like to call Area 5T1, as we do discuss the 5 T's on my channel. First one being transition, second one triathlon. We talk trends, we do teaching/tips, and we talk trucks, as I am doing a resto mod on a 2008 Nissan Extera 4-wheel drive, the manual transmission. Trying to pull up a video on my computer here so I can see your comments better. Feel free to jump in, and do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Everyone is welcome here. Please do keep comments respectful towards everyone. I think that's the way it should be. In any case, I do see some of you are starting to come in. I just, this morning, well, around 2 p.m., arrived back to Albuquerque from San Diego. Had a great trip. Got to see much of what I wanted to see. Hello, welcome to the stream. Nothing is wrong, Joshua. Hello, Jay, welcome to the stream. Everyone, please do hit a like and subscribe. Yes, sir, Nadira, please do double tap the screen for a like. You can subscribe to the channel. Also, the channel does take super chats or super stickers if you do want to contribute. 10% of what we get does go to help in the winter blanket the homeless. 5% does go to the rescue where I adopted my dog. And 10% will go to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. So, like I said, welcome everyone. Please do hit that like and subscribe button. We are getting close to 1,500 subscribers. Thank you very much, Adira. Any topic we do want to bring up here is fine. Let's please keep comments respectful. Yes, I do. I have my Dalmatian mix right back here. So like I said, if any super chats, super stickers are sent in, 10%, 5% will go to the rescue where I got him. I don't believe in any faith or religion or even events of the Bible. I used to be a hardcore Mormon and also grew up Catholic, but I've deconstructed religion or any faith. So feel free to hit, like I said, hit a like, subscribe, and jump into the chat box, and know that if you do contribute anything to the channel, 20% will go to charity. I'm doing great, Magic Johnson. I just flew back in from California early this afternoon, meaning like 2 o'clock. Yes, I do plan on getting surgery. I'm already researching on bottom surgery. Will be my first one. So had an excellent trip to California. The thing with California, when I go, My sister does work for a consortium of restaurants, and lots to eat. Um, you know, I am gonna respectfully say, please do keep the God comments out of my channel. Uh, I have subscribers that are um I do use the women's. I mean, you just go in the stall and sit down. So, hello, welcome Chevy. Hi, play like a champion. Welcome to the stream. We're probably gonna have a short stream tonight because I need to get to bed early after my flight. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yes, I call it Jules Treasures because I'm Jules and all of you are my treasures. Um, yeah, I'm very happy. I am happy, as I have started transitioning. I've been transitioning for a year, you know, doing the hormone part. Now is time to move on to, hey, Eva, now it's time to move on to starting surgeries in the next year. Um, Start looking in on how much they will cost and with my insurance. And thank you much, Zach Boy. Um, and seeing who are the closest surgeons. And so, like I said, I would probably start with bottom surgery and then move on to breast augmentation because it takes about 2 to 3 years before the breast fully developed as you are on hormones. Yes, Magic, I'm sure it's going to be. I am a nurse, so I make pretty decent money. Hello, Susan. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Yadira. Yeah, I was just looking in my closet, see what I do for today, and this one just jumped out at me. Yeah, I do have good insurance. That is one thing. Thanks, butterflies. It's actually just a tank top. You know, lately, from time to time, if I'm watching something on TV, I may get a little more, uh, like, you know, sadness when a certain movie, but I have not noticed major changes. Hey, Cincinnati, welcome. Hi, Zoe, welcome to the stream. Hello and welcome everyone. I am back from California. Uh, either to, Probably tomorrow I will, or within the next few days, I will do a video on one of the restaurants I went to. That was a $500 check. Um, Go ahead, Space Frog. Just let's keep it, as always, I always ask things to be kept respectful. Yeah, Cali's always a good time, Susan. I have family there, and it's my sister helps. She does work for some high-end restaurants, so um, it's always nice to be able to get reservations at a good restaurant. Shane, that's not very original, so I suggest you start getting some original content. So, hello everyone. If you're just joining here, feel free to hit a like and subscribe to the channel. We are at 7 likes, so let's try to make the 10. That is always our first goal, and then we try to do increments of 5 from there. Thank you, Yadira. I do want to thank those that have subscribed to the not have bought memberships to the channel. I know it's Jay Clevenger, and I have one other that has subscribed. We have gotten this month so far around in donations. 118 is what I will be getting after they've taken the fees out, but that's good because, like I said, 20% of that will go towards charities. So that's always a good thing, with any super stickers, super chats, that's where that money is gathered. And I will name the charities will be 10% towards warming up the homeless in Albuquerque during the winter. Then 5% towards the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico, 5% towards the dog rescue I adopted my dog from. So money does go to good use. And then the rest just to develop the channel a little more. That is called started losing some weight. It was, Quentin. Hello, Chloe. Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, actually, in the past 2 months now, I've lost about 30 pounds, or maybe 3 months now. I've been using the Wegovy. What do you mean a Maddox profile? No, Space Frog. I said you can go ahead and ask that question. I did say that. No, Clinton, I don't do escort. Ontario, I'm a transgender woman. Well, let's see, Space Frog. Let me see. I only see where you asked if you could ask it. I only see where you said I have an adult question to ask, but I'm genuinely curious. Nothing after that till what I see now. It is right now. It is 9:40. So, Uncle Rico, you want me to say shout out to Nick? Hope he gets better. Uncle Rico, you don't think I catch on to what you're trying to make me say? My favorite color I would have to say is teal. Okay, Lori, you have a good night. Actually, you can do it in the. I guess you can train yourself to do it in the women's way, but not the same as a man. Deja, welcome. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Yadira. Really supporting the channel there. Almost playing mod. Yeah, none of that, Space Frog. No sailors. Number one, Payden. That's how it is here on YouTube. Actually, I am wearing some gray jeans. Deja, thank you as always. Everyone, Deja has given a $9.99 super sticker. So let's thank Deja for the first super sticker of the night. Thank you, Deja, as always. Yeah, I just arrived today from San Diego, California. You're in India. Welcome. Welcome everyone to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, remember, you are a treasure here. Steve, I'm on none. Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. As always, remember you are a treasure here. We can talk about anything. I can tell you my trip was excellent to San Diego. Hit up the zoo. I went plenty of restaurants. Kind of broke my diet. In fact, I do have to take my Wegovy tonight. I'm a day late on it. Um, Mohammed, that's not how we speak on my channel. Um, Hello, everyone. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Um, I don't know if it's guaranteed, but it can happen. He he's doing great, Deja. I got home. You know, he's my friend took care of him. She kept telling me, it smells like he might have peed somewhere in the house. And I came in and I guess he had actually in my bedroom left some poops. Uh, I live stream because I can be uh, helping others like myself, which is a very good thing to do, and it does help many. We've got a pretty good number of people coming in here. Um, Hello, Chase. Welcome to the stream. Jay, thank you for the uh, $1.49 super sticker there. Now, Jay has come through. Jay is also one of my members on my channel. If you do subscribe as a member, there will be exclusive videos, probably GRWMs, which are the Get Ready With Me videos. Um, so there is membership levels, and Jay was the very first uh, to subscribe or to sign up for membership. That's why there's that little star next to his name. Um, yeah, I remember now, Susan. Yeah, it's transition is difficult, and the first part is just going to um, just finding yourself, you know. No, I don't believe in Jesus. So maybe it's the long hair where I'm like Jesus. But I don't follow any teachings of the Bible or any church. I got the whole. Hi, Richard, over in Ireland. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, being here, you are a treasure. Um, just feel free to jump into the chat. We talk the 5 T's here. We do talk transition. We talk triathlon trends, teaching/tips, and also trucks. Adira, really thanking you for all of that, encouragement to all these people. What are you almost finished with, Kevin? Yeah, and Kevin here, I don't know what he's up to, because got it, Deja. I think I'm just gonna pull him off the channel then. Okay, Mac, this is not funny. We can, if you guys are gonna come here and spread hate, we're just gonna, take people off here that spread hate. Um, Hello, Shaya? Oh, I just got back. I just gotta unlock it from its case. Um, yeah, that's true, Space Frog. In fact, I had thought of it, recently. Is that a wing? I don't see any birds in here. I don't know. What are you, Echo? Um, my dog didn't go to California. A friend of mine watched him for me, but he did really good. When I came in the house, my friend said she thought he had peed somewhere, and he didn't. But apparently, he had dropped a couple of poops in the bedroom, which he doesn't really do a lot. But she was having trouble getting him to poop, so I think he was doing it in when she wasn't around, and I think he got a little anxious. He's first time in 2 months he's been away from me, so but I brought my friends good tortillas from California. Brought some for myself, but I can say I probably put on a few pounds while I was out there because it's always eat, eat, eat over there. Because right when you arrive, and see, being of Mexican descent, with my mother, it's just always, oh, have you had enough to eat? Or have you had anything to eat? And then they just feed you. Every morning, my mom would make a feast for breakfast. Thank you, Deja. I was just looking in my closet before the stream, and I just kind of this blouse stuck at me. I was just like, here I am, wear me. Benny, you don't need to be here then. Hello, Leah. I didn't see you up there. I had someone else here. Welcome, Ali. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're actually doing pretty good today. I know I've been gone, so um, I know we're not getting our usual attendance as we usually do, because the algorithms probably pushed us down. As long as I don't believe in Jesus, David. Actually, I was considering that about Yadira. She's been doing an excellent job about the channel, and well, first of all, it's not Sir. She's been doing a great job of promoting the channel. Um, and really, really telling people to respect, keep some respect. Um, Yeah, Jay, the thing is, religious people are always going to come here and spread. Actually, they come in and spread hate, and that's really what religious people do. A lot of religions, that's what they teach. They hate against other religions. You know, um, they teach, hate towards marginalized groups. So Yadira, would you consider it even being a mod here? Yeah, actually, Susan, I actually uh, my friend does a church for atheists, which is actually pretty fun. Yeah, I was in the Mormon church for a very long time. My pronouns are she, her, hers. What do you mean, do I have aura, Avery? Okay, let me assign that to you, Yadira. There you go. You're doing an excellent job at it, so just keep you know, doing what you're doing, like how you say subscribe, like you encourage people to subscribe and everything, also to keep them, uh, just tell them to be respectful. Also, I usually just put people, take them off the channel using the, no problem. Yeah, the pronouns are hard because, yeah, and we do have about what 10 moderators, but they're not everybody's here consistently. So I think that, that'll help out because then we can get people here, on different times. Um, Thank you, Avery. Uh, I do plan on getting a new pair soon. I do need to um, get my eyes checked again. I think I need updated pair. I might get two pair. Um, oh, cool. Yeah, I know the clear frames have been popular for a while now. I may try to do like a cat eye style and like in I don't know, probably in black or the, you know, what do they call it? I'm trying to figure out what's the other color. I may even try to find another color. Um, why what? Oh, and the tortoise shell I may consider too, like a brown tortoise shell. I do have I did, why me? Because it's me. Yeah, tortoise shell is the one where you see it's brown and like a yellow, and I guess they like mix the materials together, and it looks like a tortoise shell. Excellent, Yadira. That's what we need right there. Yeah, and that's one big thing, because we do have people in this channel, Yadira, that do have religious traumas. So yeah, that's one of the reasons we try to keep the religion out of here. Um, Hello, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Remember, you are a treasure. Guys, we're only about 11 away from making it to, um, oh, only 8 away to making it to 1,500 subscribers. So let's, try to make it there. Um, that'll be great. I did receive over my PIN number to be to get monetized, and we should do good this it's first month. It will, we've done great. Deja has been given some great contributions. I would say Space Frog, basically my uh, timeout. Well, timeout if it's something minor, but then if it's hide from channel if they're just being flat out just. Uh, and usually I'll time them out for 24 hours and then they don't come back at all. My other thing is then I will do a just hide user from channel if they're just constantly pushing uh, one comment after the other. Like here, Gollum the dog I would probably just right there, I would just time them out for 24. But when we're just getting a lot of the hate comments or the religious part, see, now I would, yeah, I would even hide user from channel on that one, Yadira. Thank you, Deja. So yeah, now see, all he's doing here is, so I would just go hide user on this channel and he'll never appear again, even if he puts comments in. Right, Deja? So yeah, I kind of watch a little bit at their comments. So he started just putting one right after the other. Great one, Deja. Great one. I love it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Just remember, you are one of my treasures. This is what we call Area 5T1, where we discuss the 5Ts. We talk about transition. We talk triathlon. Talk trends. It's like the different clothing I like to wear. Talk teaching and tips, and we do talk trucks also. So, we can go on any of those topics, or if any other topics, like, I think I'm gonna jump on after, I get ready for bed, maybe start on Andor season 2. Who could resist? Good old Star Wars TV. I usually do the 24-hour timeout, and then they usually don't come back, is what I find. Ooh, awesome. I can't wait to see it. It's I think out of the standalone movies, Rogue One was um the the probably the top one. You know, so and then as far as the shows being developed, I think it's the best show because it shows how he became part of the rebellion. And I think season one was fantastic. So season two is even better, I'm sure, because it has to lead up to that climax of starting Rogue One. Yeah, Deja, it's a great one. He's an pretty much an anti-hero. So it's, yeah, and that is true, Richard. He's just regular human, actually more of a anti-hero, just regular human that goes and does. Hello, Lucas. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Melissa. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you. We've hit 11 likes now. It took about 41 minutes, but uh, that's okay. My pronouns are she, her, hers. If you guys would like to list yours, go ahead. Um, we are glad everyone is here. Remember, when you join us here, you are a treasure. I am Jules. Uh, now, D, now Toka, do not disrespect one of my loyal subscribers here, Deja, uh, Daria of uh, basically Deja, because she's been here for a long time. Thank you, Deja. Yes, she is saying that any super sticker, super chats, anything you do give to the channel, 10% is of those of that. I buy beanies, gloves, socks, and mylar lined, you know, ponchos to give the homeless during the winter here in Albuquerque. Um, then the next thing is I also donate. So that's 10%. So 5% to, um, to the rescue where I got my dog, and 5% to Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico. So that's where it all goes. So, hello. Oh yeah, Chloe, you've been here. Yeah, it's different than your screen name that you have on here. Yes, Quinn, it did snow here in Albuquerque. I believe I left on Saturday to California, and I believe it snowed um, on Sunday. So yeah, because I saw a friend's was posting a video and she showed the snow. If you guys please read the comment by my moderator. Please, this is not a place we just want, to talk. We can do our trans, our 5T talk. And then we can, you know, the Jesus talk, religious talk. I don't follow any specific religion, and we try to keep that down to a minimum here. And I'm not here to argue with anyone about religion or faith. I am just here to be myself, help other people with transition issues, but not to push. I don't push my transition on you guys. So I only help people who have family that are transitioning, and and do have questions, and just don't try to push religion on me. Correct, Jay. Some people on the channel do have religious trauma. Well said. Um, for many different reasons. Some people have been either by clergy members have been, uh, you know, been abused, or high have been members of a high demand religion, which can also be considered a cult. I did do a breakdown of the Mormon Church, and showed how it is a high demand religion, even a cult. It hit 99% of the bite model of authoritarian control. So those videos are on my playlist, uh, of basically about the Mormon Church. I do have my deconstruction videos. So those are always, if you want to go back on my channel, and please do watch those if you are interested about, high demand groups. Hello, Selena. Welcome to the stream. Yadira, you're doing a fantastic job. I just do want to say that. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to make it to 1,500. We are only 7 people away from making it to 1,500. So that is fantastic. And we have had 2 donations tonight. Jay gave one, and so has Deja. And just remember, 20% of donations do go out to charities. And that, you can always give it through super chats and super thanks. Yeah, she does, Deja. She's doing fantastic. Okay, you have a good night, Kaylee. Thank you for being here. Okay, so we'll see you in 15. We'll probably still be here. I'm gonna do about 2.5 hours tonight. Then I do need to get some rest. You can see my doggy's waiting there for me. He always does that. A friend of mine just about to start a stream too. That is not funny. Now, what Colt said here, I would actually report Yadira, because that could be well, no, that wouldn't be under terrorism. There's different categories about what you would report, but injury. Oh, yeah, cold. Because what is said on here can trigger other people. I, yeah, we don't take hate lightly here. You know, we're just a community here where we come to talk with each other. We're here to help each other through transition or any LGBTQ issue. Um, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to any of my subs or or even people that are watching because of what other people may say, giving them any type of trigger. Yeah, it could also be as harassment slash bullying. That's the other one. Yeah, and we do fun and jokes here. We just like to have a great time here. We are here to help each other out. What this community is about. Um, I try to do like tomorrow. I might do a couple videos. I'm probably gonna do one of my trip to San Diego and show one restaurant that I did go to. Um, it was great food. As always, when I go over there, we eat, and the food was fantastic. Um, it, I had a beef Wellington. Oh, I think I felt after that meal, I felt a couple of pounds come back on. Um, good one, Deja. Great one. I love that. It wasn't a little rough. So yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna have one of my subs passing through Albuquerque, and we're gonna meet up. Um, and that's Avita, but she's not on here today, so it'll be next month. But I think that'll be cool because it's someone I've met on here. Oh, my guy. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. My dog he has this thing for hitting the surge protector just right, and then he unplugs it. So I'm trying to log back into my computer. It's easier to see the comments on my computer than it is to on the phone. So I'm trying to restore that where we were streaming. Here we go, where we're just restoring that back up. So welcome everyone. If you're just joining us, my name is Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Remember, you are a treasure when you join us here. We are at 14 likes. Let's try to make that 15th one. Yeah, he's like that. He'll walk under the desk where I'm sitting at, and he'll unplug it. The thing is, I'm streaming from my phone, so the the camera kept going. Thank you, Bree. Hello, Gray. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. We've gotten, what, 2 super stickers today. Always remember, if you do give anything towards the channel, 20% does go to charity. The rest just to improve the channel and do extra videos, better equipment, stuff like that. So it just helps make a better experience for you and help others. We are 7 people away from having 1,500 subs. That would be fantastic. So welcome to the stream. Oh, this McDonald's one's definitely because then they'll throw in a Wendy's one, stuff like that. So welcome. We can go on any topic. Like I said, I just got back from San Diego. I got to do lots of stuff, that's important to do in San Diego. I got to go to San Diego Zoo. Lots of cuisine that we did try. This fabulous steakhouse and a great breakfast restaurant. And then owned by the same people as the steakhouse. I had some pizza at a restaurant called Felipe's. So I went to another one that's like called La Bella's. It's in Chula Vista, California. They're fantastic. I had so much food, I can't even remember every place I went. That's the thing when I travel out there. Then all the breakfasts my mother would make. I mean, every morning she gets up and cooks breakfast when she has company. And I met up with my daughter out there and her boyfriend, and he could eat. He can pack the food away. Brought home some tortillas, some fresh tortillas that they make at this one Mexican market. So a dozen, I brought home 4 dozen, but I'm giving 2 dozen to the person that watched my dog for me. We have hit 15 likes now. Let's try to make it 20. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Also, so I brought back 2 dozen for myself and 2 dozen for my friend that did watch my dog. Also, I brought her back a t-shirt. So in her favorite color, which is teal. So I'll be giving that to her tomorrow. She lives right down the apartment complex. So she worked with me in the Florida VA. I now work, here in the Albuquerque one. So I got her job here in the Albuquerque one. Hello, Susan. Welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, girl. Your girl, Desi. We're like, look at that. We just hit 16 likes. Also, like the restaurant we ate borders right on what's called Hillcrest there in San Diego, which is the LGBTQ area. So, it was in Little Italy and they border each other. So I didn't really go over towards the LGBTQ area a lot, but I had a great time. We went on the harbor, over to Coronado Island. We had lots of fun. Deja, thank you for joining us here. Thank you for the 1 super sticker. You're fantastic to always have here. Um, Everyone also do support Deja and sometime go to her channel and subscribe. Um, Also, guys, I would do want to say I'm starting to see. I think there's like we do have a merch store. Uh, I'm still trying to link the merch store to the channel. I may have to get a Wix website, but I am going to post here in the stream. I am going to post the link to the merch store. In fact, I just ordered myself another T-shirt. Is that you again, Deja? Deja just gave another super chat. She says, "So grateful for your channel and friendship." Yeah, Deja, I'm so grateful to have you here as a subscriber. You are awesome to have here. Maybe we have to do another uh, live stream together. I think that would be um, great to have on here again. I think that was a great conversation we had. Um, R6, that's not what we don't do religious talk here. So right now for the night, we've actually gone into $30. Just remember 10% of that, so that'll be about $3 will go to helping blanket homeless, or not blanket, but wrap them up during the winter. We call that rapture. That's like wrapping though, like wrapping a present. But so we call it WRAPTURE. So rapture. Um, you know, it'll be 2026 next year. Welcome back, Kaylee. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back. Thank you, Yadira. Please, everyone, if you get a chance, do go to Deja's channel. She contributes a lot on here, does spend lots of time on here. And I did do an interview with her back a while back, and we had a great time on there. She does a lot of abstract art, so she was fantastic to have on here. You can link her, yes, if you feel linking her would be great. We're going to be linking you on here, Deja, so people can go and check out your channel. Yadira has just done that. Our Yadira is our new mod. We have several new mods. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. What is it? Palesia. Please do hit a like and subscribe, everyone. We're trying to make it to 1,500 member or subscribers. We are only 4 away from hitting 1,500 subs. I believe before I left on vacation last week, we were at that point. We were only about 4 away, and then people trickled off, probably because I hadn't posted. Some people sometimes are always coming on here and checking if you're posting, and I hadn't. I mean, I was on vacation. I know I posted. I will always post on a link to say, hey, I'm going on vacation. I make sure to keep all of you advised if I'm going on vacation, especially if I'm going to California, going to visit family. I'm going back next February to California, and I'll be visiting family. Actually going out for a wedding. So, that'll be fun. And pretty soon, I think my daughter and her boyfriend will probably be moving out there. He just talked so much about transferring out there with the company he works for. So it was cool to see that. I can always transfer anywhere as long as I have my nursing license with the VA. Palesa, I'm doing fantastic. How about you? I just got back from vacation. I went out to California, you know, um, had a great time. If you are, new to the channel, please do hit a like, hit a subscribe. I went to San Diego, and San Diego is one of those places, there's so much to do. I live in Albuquerque right now, and there's so much culture also, so there's always something to do here. I mean, just half a mile from my house, I can go hiking in the mountains. There's a short that I posted with my dog going up there. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing we need to do here is engage in conversation, not like many people come in here and start engaging in hateful comments. We need to engage in conversation, which is good and positive, and we can, talk to each other about. I always encourage people, if you are LGBTQ, please do feel free to ask questions or talk with each other about your experience. Um, that's what the channel is about. Myself, I'm a 54-year-old transgender woman. I I started I should say, I restarted transition a year ago. So what, almost 13, 14 months ago, because I had started transitioning in Florida, and good old DeSantis started some laws against it, or an executive order that people wouldn't be able to receive hormone therapy anymore. And I was already in my process of moving to Albuquerque and gotten a job and everything. And then in Albuquerque, I think it's the last thing I even thought about when I was moving to New Mexico. Then I found out that the whole legislature here is pretty much um, Democratic. So it was, um, liberal. So they really defend people here. Correct, Yadira. That is one thing. I want to be a trans activist, but not just towards trans population. I want to be to many, as you can see, marginalized groups. So it could be the entire LGBTQ community that I do want to help. So that's what the channel is about. Also, it's about helping others. It's not just about trans people. You know, um, honestly, since I've started transitioning, it's been fantastic. And I know, I hear a lot of people like at work, they that's I will say that is the only place I haven't come out. And it's kind of difficult because I do work for the Department of Veterans Affairs. There are many LGBTQIA plus veterans, but I'll tell you what, the RN that I work with, heavily anti-LGBTQ, and she was talking about someone that's trans at work, and instead of calling her by proper pronouns that they would like to go by, she called it an it, or which is not correct. She should ask, what are your pronouns? And she was calling them it. So um, I actually have followed someone on YouTube for a while, and that's actually their pronouns. they choose pronouns it and its. So, you know, everybody has the pronouns that they want. Um, so if you guys want to, you know, hit a like and subscribe, yeah, I would probably start with bottom surgery, and then hello, Aaron, welcome to the stream, and then probably do facial feminization surgery because what I know is it what I've been on now for about I think I'm going on 15 months on hormones, and it takes like 3 years to get the actual size that where your breasts are going to stop growing on HRT. And I do have a full regimen where I'm taking 50 spironolactone, uh, then I'm taking uh, the estradiol twice a day, and I am taking progesterone at night. That is correct, Yadira. And what I do want to save up some vacation time to be able to get that surgery. Um, and there's a lot of healing to do with it because there's a lot of, you know, things that you have to do, like dilation exercises. Um, you know, so that's a big thing. Facial feminization surgery is also a big thing. I still do this year. What I need to do is like my legs. I think even from just the hormone therapy, um, you my legs have the hair has thinned out. I've shaved them down, and it hardly even grows back now. Um, on the chest, it's very thin now. So I do need probably, you know, some hair removal, you know, completely finish on the beard and in the bottom area. Yep, I got you there, Yadira. Yeah, and we have now hit 20 likes. Let's try to make 25. Yeah, and then they have been helpful on hair regrowth up top because at night I also take finasteride, which is basically helps. It's part. It's a THC, not THC. Um, it, that it is finasteride does block DHT. I'm sorry. DHT is the the type of testosterone that causes hair loss. So it blocks that testosterone, so then it helps grow hair back in the on the scalp. And I also do some Rogaine up there. I recently my hair used to be down to my shoulder, um, and that's why I'll admit here. um, that I had it down my shoulder. I recently cut it short, uh, like pretty much buzzed because, uh, you know, just so I always wear wigs, but I wanted to start growing even again. And since I've moved to Albuquerque, my hair has been so staticky. Yeah, I can imagine. There we go. We're at 21 likes. Please do hit a like and subscribe, everyone. Uh, you know, all the support is appreciated. We have already had uh, $31.47 donated in super chats and super stickers. All money from super chats and stickers do go to 20% does go to charity. The other 80% just goes to improve the channel. Um, so I haven't watched that channel at all. Jammy Dogger, I'd have to check it out. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe. We are only 4 likes away from um, 25. We're trying to make it to uh, get 4 more subscribers, and that'll get us to 1,500 subs. Uh, Now, isn't there a British snack called something, jammy something? Um, yeah, Jammy Dodger. I just happen to know that because I do watch a channel called Mormon Stories Podcast, and and Nemo the Mormon sometimes goes on there, and he's always eating his jammy Dodgers. He's an ex-Mormon from uh, Britain on there. He has his own channel also. It's called Nemo the Mormon. Um, and they're always talking whether he has his Doritos or his jammy Dodgers as a snack. Yes, Mormon Stories is a fantastic. I recently applied to it. Margie did send me right now that there's a lot of people that applied to it, and so hopefully I can work my way in there. I do want also, and cults to consciousness would also be a cool one to be on. I've deconstructed from the Mormon Church in the last few years, and I do my own talk about it on my channel. Yeah, yeah. I mean, um, yeah. But I would love to go on the set right there with John DeLynn. I know he's very pro LGBTQ. I did put on my application to Mormon Stories that I wouldn't mind going like on Pride Month. They will, or I think are doing like trans conversations. So I think I would really, really like to do that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like and subscribe as you jump on here. We are looking to try to make 25 likes. We need 4 more subs to make it to 1,500, which is our next goal of subs. Um, we So everyone is welcome in here. Like Yadira, my new mod, has stated, we don't like spam in here. We, you know, I know people come in do homophobic and transphobic uh, statements, but we are here to help each other out and the entire LGBTQ community. And So, that's what we're here for. Here they come. Here come the religious bloggers or vloggers. They're gonna just, once two pop on here, they're just gonna start coming in here. But you know what happens, Yadira, when they start? The number of people that jump on here just spreads the algorithm so much that it actually helps us out in getting more subs and likes. Um, so that's the way I look at it. Um, Sounds good. Deja, thank you very much. Welcome to the stream, Azante. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Everyone is welcome here. Just keep comments respectful. As you saw, Yadira, Deja just said she just helped she will always do little videos to promote our channel over here. We're only 4 subs away from 1,500. We'd like to hit that 1,500 mark tonight. So we were at 1489 when we came on here. Good night, Deja. You have a great night. Thank you very much once again for the super chat, super stickers. Uh, you're always fantastic to have on here, friend. Um, we're about to hit the 1,000 mark in views. That is great. Um, I think that'll help spread the algorithm a little more for tomorrow. Hello and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Hello, Little. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do remember you are a treasure here, like everyone that's on the channel, whether you're a subscriber or not, just passing through. Did I say Little? It's Lily. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I'm tired and I'm that blind right now. I know it's Lily. I just caught that. I'm sorry, Lily. But welcome to the stream. I was traveling all week and I just got back today. Go ahead, Lily. Ask a question. Just keep it respectful. Gee, I haven't heard that before. Look at that, you guys. We're at 1497 on the subscribers mark. We need 3 more subscribers to hit 1,500, and that is our goal. You know, Lily, what I would say is just reflect confidence. You need to just show that you're confident in who you are, uh, and not in how they perceive you. You know, many of these people perceive you as being weak because you're 1% of the population. Um, the transgender population is less than 1% actually in the United States. So, and I think throughout the world. So we're not, we are, you know, those one percenters, you could say, and they're the 99%. That's why they're, treat you different. So, hold your head up high, show confidence, reflect that confidence. And the best thing, and they'll notice that. And yes, they might bully you, but as long as you keep reflecting that confidence, it's probably going to end. Thank you very much, there, kid. You're welcome, Lily. Jacob, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. We're only 2 likes away from 25. Nope, all day. Okay, you guys, we are 1 sub away from hitting 1500. So we'll definitely go at least 2.5 hours on the stream. So we'll be going for another hour. Lily, that's what my channel is about. We want to bond together as a community and help each other out. That's awesome, Sweet Soul. Yeah, they're very popular. Hello, Purple. Welcome to the stream. So I hope you've subscribed, Lily. I try to be on about 5 times a week on a stream. I will do a stream tomorrow. I tend to do it earlier on Sundays. I'm on Mountain Daylight Time, so you know, I will probably be on about 5 p.m. tomorrow. 5 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 or 6. Uh, so we have just broken the 1500 mark. I think my goal is going to be by the end of the year, hopefully try to have the 2500. Also remember, you guys, we can leave super chats, super stickers. 20% of that does go to charities. Well said, Asante. So yeah, you can, if you guys do leave a statement with a super chat, it will be read on here. That is fine, Lily. If you don't have the money, that's okay. Just to break down what I do with the money, 20% goes to charities, 10% to helping blanket the homeless or keep them warm in the winter. Then 5% to the Transgender Resource Center of New Mexico, and 5% to Animal Humane New Mexico, which is where I adopted my dog. So you're, bye, kid. Have a good night. Hello, Robin. Welcome to the stream. Well said on there, Lily. That's how we want people to express themselves on here. Want we want people. This is what we want. Actually have a very good group of people on here tonight. We've had very good conversations. Just a few jump in here and there from time to time, and that have given some hate talk, but you know, other than that, we've had a great conversation, and that's what I love to see. Where we may not have. The other day, I had over like 16,000 views, but it was a lot of hate. I mean, it would take at least 2 to 3 mods to, because they would, the mods like how Yadira is doing here, she would hardly have a chance to even put in stuff like that. Tori, if you're serious about that, I believe there are different types of tucking panties. Uh, Actually, if you go on Mama Shar, she would be, she is sponsored by a tucking panties and manufacturer, and I would like to see her get some of the proceeds from that. Um, I'm 5'9". 5'9". They always say for trans women not to wear tank tops or anything off the shoulder because it shows your shoulders. But I'm sorry, I was a swimmer all my life, and I'm always gonna have shoulders. So my daughter has been a swimmer all her life. She has large shoulders. Robin, my birthday was fantastic. Oh, my holiday. My holiday has been fantastic. Everything this year has been a great. Um, I would say try putting in trans women clothing on Amazon, and they'll you can find a lot of clothing there. Oh no, Jake, the hate, I don't mind them coming on here because it only helps grow the algorithm. The more they come on here, the more it grows. So it doesn't bother me really because thank you, Samantha. Well said. And welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like. We are at 28 likes. We're trying. Okay, Lily, we'll look forward to seeing you back. Um, we are here having a stream. Welcome, JG. Thank you, Samantha. I really appreciate your comments. I hope you have subscribed to the channel, have left a like. Um, we're at 1,501 likes, you guys. Um, let's see how quickly we can work our way up to 1,600 in the by maybe next week. Let's see. Oh, I can already see Jay here needs to go. You beat me to him, Nadira. And they'll watch out because there'll be people that are keep doing it. Well, now the Pope is a symbol for the Catholic Church. So yeah, let them, pay their respects. I grew up Catholic. I eventually converted to Mormonism. So, and then now I don't follow any. Look up, Lily. Look up tucking pennies, just or Google them. Um, and like the Mormon Church follows a guy, and they call him the prophet, seer, revelator, and their leader, the prophet, as they call him, is 100 years old. So, um, they, they'll have the similar process. Eventually, they will pass, and then, it's just every church believes in, or religion has their leader. Okay, so Sawyer, that's a good question that I get a lot. And it's not what made you trans. It's not like something someday you wake up and say, I think I'm gonna decide to be trans today. It's something that you feel throughout your life. It'll manifest itself. And actually, it's always been there. You realize things as when you decide to come out. You realize things throughout that you've seen throughout your life. When I was young, and once I learned to, when I was potty trained, I I learned how to go sitting to go number two. I noticed that, oh, this is a lot easier. So then after that, I would always sit to go to the bathroom. So throughout my life, I've always gone to the bathroom sitting down because, that's what women do. And as a teenager, I was experimented with my mom's makeup when nobody was home, and I would enjoy it. Um, and then later on in life, you start discovering, well, you start thinking, well, why these things? And you figure out you have what's called gender dysphoria, that you feel uncomfortable in the body that you were assigned in the with the gender you were assigned at birth. Um, so yeah, and it took me a long time. I'm 54. I came out at 51, and um, once again I started getting that urge to cross dress, but throughout all that time, because like I said, it was in my teens to now, I wouldn't um, do any of that behavior because I'm of Mexican descent. And you got the machismo. Then whether they teach you what's right and wrong, and um, uh, Matthew, because like I said, my culture in my family, it just teaches you to, I'm of Mexican descent. It's about being a man, being, the macho image. So, it was like, you know, You have to, you know, be that man that we teach you to be. Well, thank you, Chris. And that's okay, Matthew. That's the thing is I finally realized who I am, my true self. So, you start transitioning. It's never too late to transition. Let's see, Lily, I'm gonna go back up. Yeah, there are some very good ones. I'm gonna tell you, if you have time, look at there's another trans YouTuber. Actually, she's a personal friend of mine. Her name is Mama Shar, and she has a sponsor of one company of tucking panties, and they she says they work fantastic, and now they have like yoga pants for them and stuff. So yes, Robin, I get what you're saying. It, my voice is already pretty deep, if as you heard it, but this would be my guy voice. Well said, Chris. We are having a pretty respectful conversation here. I am glad. Um, Thank you, Robin. It's Mommachar, and there is a space in there. Chris Domino, we don't need to start any God talk here. Straight, I started transitioning at age 52. Okay, Sawyer, you have a good night. Thank you for being on here. We are now at 32 likes. So, let's work our way to 35. We're probably going to go about 45 more minutes. 1503 on subs. We're going on 1,265 views, so we're doing fantastic tonight. And I can only say that we've had a great conversations. Just a few people here that, bring in their, we haven't had the political agenda yet, but, I'll say it and then they'll jump in. We have gotten the religious ones, but that's okay. We can handle that. I get what you mean, Chris. And that comment wasn't about you, but we do get some that like start pushing religion and faith hardcore. Okay. Yeah, my dog's a Dalmatian mix. Well said, Azante. And it's not about becoming bisexual, is that you eventually realize you have been the whole time. You know, Lily, go ahead with any question. That's what we're here for. We try to answer any question you may have. Not, I'll do research. Oh, that's fine, Minecraft. Um, Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Just remember, you are a treasure here. Everyone is welcome in here. Please do leave a like and subscribe. Um, we are doing, like I said, we've had a fantastic stream tonight. We've had a good range of people. Um, oh, trust me, Mama Shar wears them and she says they work fantastic. And Lily, it may be a lot of trans models that you wouldn't realize. So, that you want to, you know, really look at them. I would consider those. They may be expensive, but she says they do a fantastic job, and I would trust her because she is what 8 years into her transition, I believe now, and has about I think she just hit over 20,000 subs. So I think she was just streaming a little bit ago. So sometimes we're streaming, and she doesn't live more than a couple of miles away from me. Um, or sometimes I'll just jump onto her stream. It's just, I've actually, like I said, I will say I have met her in person. Awesome, Lily. What state are you located in, or where are you located, I should say? The other thing I went on, and because I knew I had to control my weight for several things, like I said, one of the five T's is triathlon. I like to do triathlon, so I had to lose some weight. I've lost about 30 pounds. I probably gained some back in the past week traveling. Um, Correct. Well said, Chris. Okay, yeah. See, I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So yeah, there's a 2 hour time difference. So usually when I do a stream, I try to do at 7 p.m. Ah, okay. Welcome, John Thomas. I think you were already here. Yeah, and it's 11:16 here. Robin, you have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you around again. Okay, so we had gotten up to 1504 on members now, or subscribers. Now we've gone down to 1503. That's fine. I always say, what happens is people come in and they subscribe for just a little bit and then they unsub, which is okay. We we just got to maintain the good people in here. Okay, Lily, you have a good night. Thank you for joining us here. Like I said, tomorrow I'll be on like around 5 my time. It'll be, you know, about 7 your time. Thank you, Susie, or Susan. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it up 5 or 6 my time, which will be 7 your time. I used to live on the East Coast, so I kind of know, and my daughter lives on the East Coast. She lives in Florida, so I can calculate times. Well said there, Lily. I'm at that point where I'm getting tired too. Depending on how we do in the next few minutes. I mean, we do have about, it says 12 concurrent views right now. Yes, I do go by she, her. Yes, I do she, her pronouns. Okay, sounds good. You should find me in there. Um, well, there's many things that when you stare at someone, it could be, what the person's think, what they think about what you're staring at. Um, it could be like that person may think you're admiring them. They might think that, you know, they might, think that you're questioning what they're doing. I just always take it positively and will say, hey, you know what? They're admiring me. You know, that's actually, Susan, that's something you've reminded me I should put on my channel. It's telling people to hit the notification bell. I'll just start saying that on my streams. Got it. You're probably gonna hear my phone because I'm using my phone as a camera. I always do because I get the vertical feed, which actually sends this to, like the shorts feed, and tends to uh, get more views that way. I've had like, if I hit like tomorrow, if we do it 5/6 o'clock around that time, um, you, I will definitely get like, I've hit 16,000 in one stream. Yes, Susan, I believe it's under Jules del Sol. Go ahead, request me. Um, I have so many friend requests right now, but there are a lot of people. Before, I used to just take any like LGBTQ person, but now I'm trying to be a little more selective because, um, I've just had so many, and um, now, I don't want to saturate mine. But yeah, go ahead and request me on there. I have no concerns with that. Um, Now it's like I've got like a couple of groups. I know I get a lot of my subs that want to Facebook friend me. Um, Tomorrow I will stream. I'm going to try to start around 5 p.m. Mountain Time. If not, 6 p.m. So, uh, Susan, yeah, just go ahead and friend request me. I have no concerns. I think it's under Jules Del Sol, Jules, and the last name is Delsol. Yeah, that's why I think I have mine under Jules Del Sol. I'm in Minecraft, I'm in Albuquerque. Right here, Susan, try this. See if I'm under this. I'll actually have blonde hair in that one, I believe in that pic. And I'm in a camouflage scrub top. Try looking me up under that. Yeah, I'm in a camouflage scrub top. Welcome, Mia. Welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. Please do hit a like. We're one like away from 35 for. Hello, Kim. Welcome. Thank you, Weekend. Please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Gaming, welcome to the stream. Who's Ava? Can we say hi to Ava? I did say Mia. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We are now at 35 likes. I think I'm going to go for another half hour. And Sammy, who's Sammy? Eva. That's how that is right there. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe. For those that are new here, always know that you can also send super stickers, super chats. Everything does go to, not every, 20% will go towards charity. The rest just to improve the channel. We will get, better cameras, better equipment, maybe even a green screen. I do want to upgrade the channel for you guys. I want to get dual screens. Okay, well, thank you, Yadira. Welcome, everyone. Please do hit a like and subscribe. My age, I'm 54, Jim. This is not something that we're going to talk about here. Emerson, hello. Look, JJH, this is not the place nor the time for that. We're trying to run a smooth channel, which we've been doing throughout the stream, and now, people coming in and asking for stop, for asking questions like that. It's not good. We're teetering right there at the 1504 mark. It went up to like 1504, came back to 1502, now back to 03. We're doing fantastic. I think I'm going to try to make the goal for the year between 2,500 and 3,000. But definitely the 2,500 mark. We did hit, at one point we hit 500 real quick at the beginning of the year. We got another 500, and when you start getting the algorithm really going, it just seems like you start getting a lot of subscribers. Yeah, I hope, yeah, I think it is feasible. And then for 2026, if we have around, say we have the 3,000, we can try to go for the 5,000 mark. And then just slowly work our way up. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. You're on with Jules. We are going on our last half hour. day I got back from my California trip. I did travel to San Diego to visit family. Had a great time, lots of dining at some very good restaurants. I can tell you one restaurant was a $500 dinner. I will probably do a video showing some of the food that we ate there. But it was worth it. I had a beef Wellington to eat, and it was worth it. You know, some of the other items we had were fantastic. Yadira, I'm gonna say you're doing a fantastic job. Um, you know, as more we start getting more revenue in here, I do want to try to help at least my mods, and I have two mods, my two original mods. I do want to get them some of my merch. Remember, there is a merch store, you guys. It is on Printify. It is also posted on. It should be posted on the main site here on YouTube, but here's the link to it. There's all kinds of stuff there. There's hoodies. I have the first prototype T-shirt, and I've ordered another T-shirt for myself. I did also. They offered me a sample blanket, which it is in the merch store. The blanket, it's a 50 by 60 size, so that means it's about 5 foot by about 4 foot by 5 foot. And that one's got the Gem X. If for those of you that are new here, the Gem X is my Nissan Extera. The members on here, the subscribers, did help me nickname it on one of my streams. We did a poll and came up with a name and for it, and we called it Gem X. The reason we came up with Gem X, we kind of combined a couple of things. As you guys are treasures, we figure be like my gems. On top of that, I'm a Gen Xer. And on the back of my Extera, there's a little nameplate that says Extera, but whoever owned the car before me took the Terra off and there's just an X. So I'm going to get a new plate made that just says Gem and put it on in front of that so it'll say Gem X. And I might even get that as my tag number now. So I think hello BYW. Okay, I'm sorry guys. My dog's walking by where he tends to turn off the computer. And he did it earlier today. It's absolutely normal, so okay, Susan, sounds good. Thank you. By BYW. Well, and welcome to the stream. Please do subscribe to the channel. You're on with Jules. I do have a favorite baseball team. why don't you tune into the stream tomorrow and I'll wear my jersey. They are actually in first. Hopefully, depending on how they do tonight. Um, but and a couple other teams in our division. Um, but yeah, no, I'll tell you, I'm a Padres fan. In fact, tomorrow I will wear my Tatis jersey. Azante, it was great having you here. So feel free to come back anytime, Azante. You are welcome here. If you're by, you just tell your family, tell your friends. That's how you feel. You know, just um, if you're attracted to a certain man, go, and ask them out. If you're at that time you're feeling like myself, um, that was where I first came out. I came out as bi, and I actually came out to my ex-wife, and many people ask if that was what caused the pretty much the split up, and it's not. But then started feeling, the gender dysphoria again, and well, sniper, that is not a good thing to say because I'm going to report that one. Okay, thank you, Yadira. Dracula, welcome. Um, but yeah, they just said something that they were going to do to themselves, but a lot of people do it for attention. So we'll usually report. I usually report it, but my my great moderator here has done a fantastic job in doing that. Because yeah, I mean, I would hope that if you're, someone comes on here saying they're suicidal, that, that, and we put and report it. I would hope that that Facebook would look, or not Facebook, but you know, YouTube would look into it. I don't believe in I don't believe in God. I don't follow a specific religion. I used to follow the Mormon church, and I grew up Catholic. I converted to Mormonism now. I have deconstructed, and I don't follow any specific faith. Actually, I can say that I am a member of a church for atheists and agnostics, which is pretty cool. I don't know if we have a sermon tomorrow. I always try to invite people because it's pretty cool. No, I'm not a guy. Let me see if because I think they did the godless sermon today. I don't know if they're going to do one tomorrow. That's always I always say it's a good thing to. Thank you, Yadira. Like I said, you're doing fantastic, girl. I couldn't have picked a better moderator. Um, yeah, I don't see that he has a sermon listed for tomorrow. Looks like he did a talk today. It's actually a lot of this in. I mean, we're trying to get more people to go to this, our little godless sermons. They're here on YouTube, and they're fun. We we talk more about our perspective in just regular thoughts rather than God talks. Uh, I did a whole conversation on arrows, um, and just how they pretend to life. You know, I did one on stress relief. So I mean, that's how we look at things, and it's fun. Thank you for subscribing, everyone. Our channel has broken 1,500 subs tonight. We're at 1,505, so we are definitely a growing channel. Had 1,500, almost 1,600 views tonight. Um, it is, it is. We've even got godless hymns, and a lot of them are based. Like I said, right now, the main foundation. Many of us are ex-Mormons, so some of the songs have to do with certain faith teachings that the Mormon Church taught us. Um, and some of them have good beats to them. Yeah, and she's preventative too. Here, I like how she puts, no spam, no hate or homophobia or transphobic, you know, messages. She's doing fantastic. I have another moderator that's the same way. She was one of my first moderators. Her name is Lena Mystic Mama, and she does a fantastic job also. Um, Lately, she hasn't been here, hasn't been on a lot. I think there's been a lot going on at home, but she will jump on from time to time or send me a snap on Snapchat just to keep in touch. No, thank you. Thank you for doing such a fantastic job, especially on your first night. You've caught on what what I look for in a moderator, um, and you were doing it before I even gave you the moderator status. So that's why I kept seeing that, and I'm like, no, you know I'm really picky as to who I pick as moderators, because I get people that come on here and will just say, "Can I mod? Can I mod?" And you know, and then I don't just want to put anybody on it. Well, you guys, we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes um, here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start calling it a night. For those that are new here, I kind of try to end all my streams uh, in a way that can be helpful for all of you. Actually, politics, it was weird because before the election, we would have political conversations, and they were actually pretty well balanced. Like people were very like you'd have liberals in here and conservatives, but we people were nice to each other. Like they would talk, well with each other. And then what happened is once the election came through, you start getting okay, glitch, gotcha. Then when we got after Trump was elected, um, and yes, welcome glitch. So after the election, then the conservatives now come in, and they come in with a very hardcore agenda. Well, thank you very much, Glitch. Um, so, Glitch, if you're new here, please do hit a like, subscribe to the channel. Um, you can always leave super stickers, super chats are welcome. They, 20% of what I end up getting goes to a charity, uh, to 3 charities actually, and then the other 80 goes towards upgrading equipment. So, uh, so yeah, I don't. If people aren't, you know, don't have like political agenda of hate, I will talk about it. Um, After the election, and say for example, when Musk was put as the director of Doge, or they invented Doge, I I work for the federal government, and I got that fork in the road email. I got, and then then they extended on how many days we had to choose whether we wanted to choose to take the deferred resignation or not. Now there's like a fork in the road to email something similar. So, and now there's a chance of them cutting 83,000 jobs from the VA, and that's who I work for. And it could be like medical jobs too, and I'm a nurse, so it just it you're on you're nervous. So it changed it completely when Trump got into office. Yeah, so I got you, Glitch. I know it would be, um, and I can say that on the whole, uh, you know, Israel war, I'm kind of in the middle because I've got subs on both sides. So I try not to, say who, I don't have like a certain, I don't, people will ask me who do you think should, you know, get this land, or I don't get in it because yeah, I have subs on both sides. And yeah, glitch, that's every I'm gonna tell you the truth about that. I've been a member of 2 religions, and uh every religion's gonna tell you that. The Mormon church says that. So you know they say they're the only true church on the face of the earth. So every faith in the world is going to say something like that. So it's best not to bring a division within the channel like that. I can tell you many churches say that they're the only one true church.
Uh, Aliana, what, Aliana? I don't believe in God. I don't follow any faith. I actually belong to a church of atheism. You can share your opinions, but don't try to push them on other people. I'm just saying that different faiths will say the same thing. So what if you're on here and a Mormon comes on here and says, "No, we have the one true gospel." Then it won't become, um, you're going to start a big conversation that's going to make it really divisive in the channel. My friend started one, Minecraft. It's called a Church of Horror. And we're trying to actually get buildings. He Horror, it's named after an atheist that was in the Book of Mormon. Um, and so we basically, I would call it the church of Seinfeld, kind of the church about nothing. We just talk and we just talk. Well said, Adira. I mean, it can be. Go ahead and ask a question, Glitch. And that's where all the stuff for the homeless that I buy with that 10% that I get from the, any money I get here on the channel. Um, yes, Archie, uh, it goes actually towards donations to the Church of Korihor. Well, I wouldn't want 40,000 unalived children. Archie, I'm a transgender woman. And and Glitch, the thing is, when you come in here, I know you're expressing yourself freely, yet you're gonna I have people in here that are from Palestine. So then there's gonna start a conflict in conversation there. So yeah, see, that's the we're not, I know you're not saying anything wrong, but I'm saying that, and but you are starting a debate. So for example, say I was still following Mormonism and I said to you, well, in this case, my church is the only true church on the face of the earth. How would you take that? I mean, that's what they believe. They also believe back in before the Jewish church told them to stop, they were actually baptizing members of the Holocaust into the Mormon church because they do baptisms for people that are dead so they can actually cross the veil. So, I mean, there we can do, we can I'm not anti-Semitic at all. I'm just saying this is an example of what can happen and what I know what other faiths believe. What if I had a Jehovah's Witness in here and they would say, well, only 144,000 are going to be chosen in the end. Jody, I'm a transgender woman. It's just that, and believe me, I study all faiths, uh, theories, and there's so many, and every single one teaches that they're the only chosen people or the one true faith on the face of the earth. There's here, you even have, there's 60 different types of Mormons, because you have fundamentalists that practice polygamy. You have even for different types of Jewish people. You have, you have the Hasidics, you have certain others. I mean, so, you know, that's what you're correct there on love is love. It doesn't have to be put into a category or a faith or a religion. Nathan, I am fantastic. Okay. Okay, buddy, come on. Bye. Oh. You're stuck on the router there, buddy. Oh, sorry, you guys. My dog's trying to get out, and he was. Hi, Nathan. Welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Uh, we vary everything on here. This channel we talk about transition, we talk triathlon, we talk, trends, teaching and tips are like go hand in hand. We talk trucks. Right now we did start a little bit of faith talk, but we tried to keep that to a minimum. I don't follow. Well, Glitch You know, one thing I always suggest to people before you start transitioning, do make sure you do see a gender therapist. It's very important that you do seek uh, help from a gender therapist. They are very informative and helping you discover that you are uh, that you do have gender dysphoria. That was one big major step for me, was making sure I had, I had that diagnosis. Well, that's the thing is, though, you have to be happy for yourself. If you feel like you have dysphoria and feel like you misalign with the body or the gender you were assigned at birth, why are you going to let your community hold you back? For example, me, it took me a long time to come out because I have grown up as Mexican in a very, misogynistic uh, culture, and then I joined the Mormon Church, which is very anti-LGBTQ, IA plus, and I never came out because of all that. But if you're gonna let your life be, controlled by your community or your religion or whatever, then it flat out, it's just, some people will end up committing suicide because of that. And basically, I'm going to tell you the truth, Glitch. I would suggest that you look up Dr. Stephen Hassan's bite model of authoritarian control and answer each question about the Jewish culture and see if maybe it lands as a high control group or organization. No, I say express yourself how you want to express yourself. You have freedom to be that person. Okay, Glitch, then express yourself how you want to. It hello Tammy, welcome to the stream. Please do hit a like and subscribe to the channel. Or Tommy, I'm sorry. Hola, Tomás. Thank you, Diary of a... Deja, is that you again? You're back, girl. Thank you very much. Once again, guys, Deja comes through. Yeah, it's becoming a pretty good conversation. We may extend the time here to the 3 hour mark. What are we at 2:40? Yeah. Guys, remember, if you do donate or if you do give a super chat, super sticker, or anything, 20% does go to charities. 10% does go to during the winter. It goes basically I use it for the Mission of Reason through the Church of Korhor to help, basically help the homeless get warm. We give them mylar lined ponchos, we give them a pair of gloves, a beanie, and socks. That's what we're going to do all together in one care package. Next year, we will probably also be giving big, large hand sanitizer bottles. They don't use it as hand sanitizer, but there's many other reasons they use it. Um, I'm a transgender woman, Jason. So that's what we do it in the during the winter time here. I do it here in Albuquerque. We do call it uh, it's what we call a mission of reason. Um, and basically, what you do is what I do. It's called Rapture. Now it's Rapture with a W, RAPTURE, and I call it Rapture 505 because we wrap people up in the cold, make sure they stay warm. Well, that's the thing is we shouldn't be afraid. Look at look at it this way, Glitch. We're as trans people, we are 1% of the population of the earth. So we are a special, everybody's special, but we were brought here, to, we're, that 1% that helps, others. That's what my channel's about, is helping others find themselves, be who they want to be. Why don't you feel special? You think about it. If you are trans, you are 1% of the population. Welcome to the stream, Laugh. Go ahead, Glitch. Confess what you want to say. Hello, Philemon. Welcome to the stream. Well, as long as it's respectful on here, nothing that will disrespect my viewers, myself, or anyone else. And yeah, Minecraft, I can tell you, when it was first coming out, I came out bisexual, and it turns out it wasn't that. I actually still like women, but actually I was, trans, and I'll tell you what, I'm a transgender woman that likes women. I've never said I thought bad of you. I call myself a transbian, Yadira, a transgender lesbian. Exactly, Deja. You would be more on the pansexual spectrum because you like the person for who they are. Susan, I am 50. I'm 54. Okay, sounds good, Glitch. Hello, everyone. I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna close up in the next 15 minutes. Yeah, we're going on 3 hours. Annalisa Pruitt, we're doing great. How are you? Up there in Wyoming. You should be able to express yourself, Glitch, and have that freedom to do so. We have now hit the 40 like buttons. Please do hit subscribe to the channel. Um, we have now hit 1506 on subs. That means we have almost gone up by 20 subs on this stream. We are doing fantastic. We're almost to 2,000 views. Your back butterflies. Your Yadira is our newest mod. She's been doing a fantastic job. Welcome to the stream, Olive Oil. Please do hit a like and subscribe. Guys, remember always merch store. Also, any money that is made from the merch store, 20% does go to the same charities as stated. Just like super chats and stickers, 20% does go to charity. And I will be transparent about it. I'll even post receipts on here if... No, you're not banned, Glitch. I didn't see a white paragraph. Yeah, I don't. And what do you mean by a white paragraph? Yeah, you're right there, butterflies. It does moderate things like that. Man, you guys are on it. You guys are doing fantastic jobs, both my mods right now. Um, Good night, Susan. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Butterfly. Caitlin, welcome to the stream. Yeah, go ahead and try again. I mean, if it doesn't get through, just try again, always. Yeah, guys, I'm definitely gonna have to shut down soon. So I'm just gonna wait for Glitch's comment here, but while we're waiting for that, really, Glitch, after all that, yeah, that actually can be reported as terrorism. Not bullying, but terrorism. Because the way he said it. Okay, so we're gonna start closing up the stream tonight. As always, I do like to say if you are in any type of crisis, I know this has worked with a family member. I know one of my good, you know, subs here. She knows who she is. Has used this before. You're having a crisis where you are feeling down, depressed, or hopeless, sad, confused, or angry, worried about your safety or the safety of someone else. If you're a veteran, you dial 988 and hit 1. You can also, if you're worried about any alcohol or drug abuse and have something on your mind, just need to talk to someone. This is a great line. I know a couple of people whose life it has saved. Uh, my cousin was one of them. She was having a schizophrenic crisis, and they sent a whole team of psychiatric, several psychiatric nurses, um, and a doc that were able to take her over to the hospital and get her checked out. Um, the other thing I always like to say, if you are trans and wanting to transition, and it's just a start. Thank you for sharing that, Deja. Um, if you are considering in transitioning, I always tell my subs, please do seek therapy first. Um, do see a gender therapist so they can make sure they give you the correct diagnosis of and make sure that that's what you're feeling and that it's time for you to transition. They usually give you that gender dysphoria diagnosis, and then from there on they will tell you when they feel it's best for you to start. Hey, maybe okay, go see a doc for hormone replacement therapy. I always ask that my subs do seek help from a professional provider with hormone replacement therapy. It is critical that It is monitored with lab work regularly. Um, do not just go and get, I've known people that'll just go get a hormone replacement therapy from, you know, other people that may have some and stuff like that. And, you know, so it is very, very important to have someone that monitors what you take. They know all the other medications you take, what side effects it can have, monitors your blood levels. It is critical. So please do get your hormone replacement therapy uh, prescribed by a professional, whether, so it's very critical. I really, really want all my treasures out there to be safe in their transition. Remember, this is not just about transitioning, but it's about being a community and where we can all learn from each other. Just, through the LGBTQIA plus community, we can all help each other out and help each other grow. Um, so, you know, we and strengthen the community. It is very important we do that. Um, I find it, I could tell you stories. I was an ER nurse for 13 years. I can tell you one story about one guy taking someone else's medications. And I know that people um, wouldn't do that anymore. Um, so, you know, basically take your medication that your doctor gives you. I do want to thank everybody for joining me here. Let's thank everyone that did donate as far as super chats, super stickers. That was fantastic of you. Remember, it will go to the appropriate charities. We've already raised, I think for the month that will come to us, to me, and then that 20% will go to charity. I think right now we're looking at 118 plus whatever they take out of here. We'll and add to that. Probably going to look about 130. So 20% of that will be about $30 going out to charity. So I think that'll be, just a good start. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Remember, I'm Jules. All of you are my treasures. I should be back on tomorrow. I will clarify the time. I will post a time, and so you guys can know. It'll probably be 5 or 6 Mountain Daylight Time. So thank you for joining me here. I'm Jules. You guys are my treasures, and you were in Area 5T1. Have a good night, and thank you.